And just like the song says, there's Harshmed. He wants to rule the world. And this is the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality, a Monday edition. For some unknown reason. But Harshmed requested it, so here we are.
Doesn't everyone want to rule the world? Let's be honest. Doesn't everyone want to rule the world?
Not
At
really.
some point in their life.
No, I don't want that kind of headache.
You don't want to get rid of all the retards you don't like? Just round them up and just exile them somewhere?
I would just abolish all laws, period. Just let them take care of themselves. You know? I mean, give it about a week, 2 weeks. All of them would be gone. It'd be fine.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. People, just because they're dumb doesn't mean they're not lazy.
Scattered across the country in clandestine pallet camps. You know.
I tell you what. Anyway, welcome to the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality, everybody. I think you know who everyone else here is, but for those who don't, you got of course, Scott, Ryan, Christopher, Sonnier holding down the ones and twos. You have LaJara or Jara, Jay, Laura, and Jay Foncannon together. And of course, we have Goku's grandpa, Hapi Cannabil.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
So, there you have it.
All right, and that does it for tonight, Aaron. We'll see y'all next time.
You were late, Harsh. What happened?
What happened?
You were late. What happened?
I had to take care of some legal issues for some people. I won't get into that. I won't get into that. Anyway, so yeah, you know, better late than never. So, what is on today's everyone's mind tonight?
Absolutely nothing.
I do find it odd that certain people had their little moment of grace where they were trying to cuss me out, and they've been suspiciously quiet for the past few days.
They have been.
Are you lonely?
No, I'm fine. I don't want to be trapped. I don't want to be trapped. It's cuffing season. You don't want to be trapped at this time of year.
Cuffing season? Yeah. You participate in that?
No. That's why I don't want to.
November.
Harsh is going to be buying someone a Christmas gift this year. I can see it coming. I don't know what to get this girl. Can you help me out, please? Jesus. I only met her 2 weeks ago, and she didn't moved in. She didn't moved in, and I don't know how to get rid of her. Help me out, guys.
No, that's not happening this year. No.
This year. This year.
That's not happening.
The way he said that, you realize that means it's happened to him once before. It's not happening this year.
That's not happening. I'm learning from your mistakes, damn it.
Not mine. Not mine. I picked one and I stayed with her.
Yeah, but you're on number 2.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes people make 18-year-long mistakes.
Exactly. I'm learning from your mistakes. I don't want to have 18 years of bad cuffing seasons.
And that does it for the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality for today.
The buttered sausage.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. Kind thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
So, Jay, you want to tell us about Mr. Testicular Tube getting a hand job?
A Pelican Media Station.
Okay, so you're talking about my story from last night?
Sure, last night or the night before, whichever.
Wait, someone gave Jay's testicular tube a hand job?
He was so hungry to find my ass Larry thought I was in Roswell, New Mexico when I showed him my alternative location, and he showed up to the museum parking lot just to find a cop just sitting there, and I would happen to be in Washington, D.C. at the FBI headquarters.
I think Landis has had one too many radiation treatments.
I agree.
You know, when you start saying the testicular tube's getting a hand job, you know it's a problem. They give the testicular tube a hand job and a finger in my body.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
God.
Well, all other people go.
Hey Jay, have you actually ever Googled buttered sausage?
No.
No,
Don't
and
do it.
I don't think I want to.
Don't
Yeah,
do
you don't.
it.
No,
Don't
you don't.
do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
You don't.
Oh, you will later. Curiosity is going to kill you a buttered
Yeah.
sausage.
Now,
It is.
you see, in that case, curiosity does kill the cat. Your cat will die.
That's like learning the
And
truth
if you don't
about
have a
Bill
cat,
Bunsen.
I'll go adopt one for you just so it'll die.
It's the recipe to cook when the in-laws are coming over for dinner.
No, yeah, you don't want to look at buttered sausage. That's like learning about Bill Bunsen. You don't want to do that.
Urban Dictionary has a great definition of buttered sausage. I'm just going to put that out there.
Sausage.
Just
Yeah.
going to throw that out there.
Hey, what?
Pull that. She's going to Google Urban
No.
Sausage. Look, I see the
No,
phone
do
right
not.
there.
No, just put the phone away.
I'm not doing it. I take Scott Harsh's advice there.
Yeah, leave that one
You
alone. You know, we're
Life
I'll
is
give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. The man who makes dirt tea off the side of the road is into this. So
I don't make dirt.
I'm going to regret this.
Oh,
oh no.
what? I didn't do it.
Urban Dictionary.
No, stop. Just leave it alone. Don't do it. Just
Y'all are
don't.
terrible. Y'all are terrible people.
Monday night.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered?
I've got a finger in my butthole.
By the way, we still have that giveaway going on. If you can call the station 499-1049, call the station with if you think you can figure out the lyrics to any Pearl Jam song, I will pick the song. And I don't trust. I already have the lyrics to these songs. So if you cannot figure out what Eddie Vedder is saying, don't call. But if you can figure out what he's saying, call. By all means, call the station 499-1049.
Eddie Vedder's such a
And the giveaway is a free T-shirt, free CSHR T-shirt, CSHR radio T-shirt.
yeah. If they know the lyrics to his songs, they definitely deserve a T-shirt.
Yes.
That fucking weirdo Eddie Vedder. Ugh.
If you're calling from a national line, 1-844-900-2747. That's 1-844-900-CSHR. Any Eddie Vedder lyric. If you can correctly give me the lyrics to any Pearl Jam song that I choose, you will get a free CSHR T-shirt, CSHR radio T-shirt. Yes, Robert, that is right. Free stuff.
And that's cool. I don't even have a free T-shirt.
And whose fault is that?
Yours?
It's not mine.
No, it's yours for not asking. It's yours for not asking, Happy. You're Jewish. You should know better than to turn down free things.
Hey, I asked for the stickers for the scooter, so
Yeah, that is true.
we'll advertise everywhere I ride.
I got yeah, Scott. Speaking of which, when are we gonna start getting like buttons and stickers and hoodies for the CSHR?
As soon as me and you talk about doing it.
You're talking now, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not the time for it.
I know.
He always calls me like crazy stuff. Did you see what so and so posted on Instagram? I'm like, no, I don't really care either. But why are you calling me with this?
Yeah, but when I do bring it up, it's always about like you always end up going to the hospital the next day. So it's like, well, what am I gonna do then? You know.
Well, I mean, I have to keep things interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my fault when I bring it up. You almost die on me. So it's like, what the have to talk.
It might be a sign.
Yeah.
Harsh is talking business again. Let me go ahead and die real quick.
I mean, it's not exactly a coincidence that you started having health issues, and we haven't really talked about expanding our merch. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, well, I mean, yeah, I totally planned out, having a colostomy bag and stuff. It's all part of my master plan of getting out of doing things.
All on the bucket list, huh?
Yeah. I want to retire at the age of 44, from being disabled. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll show them. And I'll get a debilitating disease and almost die several times. Woohoo! Yeah, that's how I'll do it.
No, we're good.
That would be like the most creative way in the world or in the universe, actually, of getting out of doing things.
Well, I mean, if you're like millions of dollars in debt or something, you did something like that, I'd say that's rather brilliant. But
well, fortunately, I wasn't. But
right. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, okay. But no, that was a terrible run of events. And I remember one time when I was talking to Scott about the health stuff, he's like, "Well, I'm surprised you haven't said anything about my roots in regards to this health stuff." I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to say?"
I mean, it really has nothing to do with it.
Send me that 16-digit debit card number.
It was just crazy because it's like, okay, here's a sesame seed. This sesame seed's going to try to kill you. And that's basically how it went down.
Is that what they actually told you? Is that what the doctors told you?
It was something like that, and it caused what's called acute diverticulitis.
Yep.
And it caused a perforated bowel. Yeah. So they had to go in and take sections of my colon out. Which resulted in me having a colostomy bag and being disabled. So that was fun.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting 2023 for me.
Yes, it has.
Now, do they eventually get to repair that, or is it stuck, Scott?
No, they can reverse it, but I mean, everything's screwed up from having sepsis twice.
Yeah.
So I've got damage that's irreversible. And that's pretty much what knocked me down for the count.
Yeah, poor thing. Yeah.
But enough about depressing shit.
Isn't Facebook just full of depressing stuff anyway? I mean, you have a bunch of middle-aged people behaving like teenagers. That to me is even more depressing.
That's very offensive to me.
It doesn't mean
it's just like true. Calling me out personally. What the hell?
Oh, we know. God, it's okay.
Yeah, let's talk about the entire side of the person below you, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but yeah, he can be offended too. That's fine with me.
Perfect background music. That's so mean. Why are you being so mean to hillbillies? tonight, Harsh? Has the hillbillies offended you?
I do not.
I don't know. I just feel like it. You know. And now that my favorite punching bag has gone silent, I don't know.
Ian Hobo says this episode of the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality has been brought to you by our sponsor, Sepsis.
Scott Sonnier. I kind of like the ring to that.
It's not very Polynesian.
And it's been a wonderful night right here in the CSHR radio studios. Okay, sorry.
Poor Scott. Robert says, hey, I act 12-teen on the internet.
12-teen?
I don't know that was a thing. And he says, I blame Harsh's mismanagement. Hey, you know what? Just because I went on vacation a few times doesn't mean you can blame me.
So Robert Manilow says he acts like a teenager on the net. I mean, Robert Walker. Sorry.
Robert Barry Manilow.
My bad. It's been a long day, okay? It's been a rough day.
Robert Manilow. I like that name now. Well, yeah, no. We should have him join the show. Just funny. Robert,
send him the link. Robert, you want to come online with us?
No, he doesn't. But it'd be funny if he did, though.
How are you going to say what he wants to do?
Because I've invited him on the show like millions of times, and he's like, "No, I'd rather not."
Come on, but Robert, you gotta plead your case.
I mean, maybe if the magic words of Scott Sonnier can change his mind, then let's go.
The Crayola Seg page just asked, "Where's Jay?" Jay who?
Jay, please wave to the people so they know you're here.
Jay, would you mind waving to the camera? There you go. There's Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Say hey, Jay.
Yo.
I guess the page is just going to ask random questions now.
The
Crayola Sec page asked.
Of all people, the Crayola Sec page. Okay. Oh, no.
Our namesake is wondering where we are. That's always wonderful.
That's great.
Nice.
That's when you know you've made it. When our own namesake doesn't know where we're at.
Robert Walker says the AI is asking.
Mr. Manilow.
God.
What's that, Harsh?
That was like on the CSHR radio Twitter page the other day. Somebody had made a post that said, "Oh my God, it sounds like the 90s threw up all over the radio station. What's going on?" And I was like, who in the world posted that? Ian Hobo says, Sherbert Walker is reporting live from the slushy machine at the Jasper, Texas Piggly Wiggly.
It's not in Jasper, okay? It's in Austin, Texas.
Jasper, Austin, same thing.
Right.
They're all full of Mexicans. Doesn't matter.
Arriba.
Just terrible, terrible, terrible.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Terrible, terrible.
Knucklehead. Terrible.
This portion of the show brought to you by Baton Rouge's live music and video. Go on down and see Bob for all of your live sound needs. And also don't forget WGG for jitterless energy. Use promo code CSHR Radio for 10% off your next order. And that's pretty much it. The next segment of the show is brought to you by Bill Button and his famous dirt tea.
Speaking of people who like fingers in their buttholes.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
The Bill Bunting documentary coming out on Amazon Prime next year.
Oh, man.
hosted by the Tiger King. What was his name? Joe what? The Bill and Joe reality show. That'd be perfect.
Some Italian name.
They can have Jesse Howell as a guest star.
Sherbert Walker can't afford to live in Austin. No one is saying he's living there. He's just frequenting the Piggly Wiggly there. And Troy says, why does Scott look like he is too old for this shit?
I look the same as I feel. That's why.
Troy, because
I feel the way I look. I mean, I look the way I feel. I mean, it's vice versa. It's both. It's both.
That's why.
I look like crap because I feel like crap. Sherbert Walker can't afford to live in Austin. He's lying. Sherbert. No, that's Mr. Robert Manilow to you, sir. I mean, Robert Walker to you, sir.
Now high end is good. Now high end is like trying to dox Robert. That's great. That's great. Jesse Howell would be the fucking
And tonight we have our guest. Tonight is Mr. Bill Bunting, who's a holistic visionary. Shut up, dude.
Hey, Karen Sue, you massage my prostate with cocaine and meth. It makes me get it up. It makes me feel good.
Like, I can't believe you would post that all over the internet.
I'm not addicted to gay porn. I just went to my daughter's house to jerk off to gay porn.
All right. We don't need tons of beeps tonight. Thank you very much. This is just a friendly public PSA. We do run on a 20-second delay, thankfully. Feel free to call in.
All right. Harsh, why'd you go as pill punching for Halloween? That's easy. I didn't want to get arrested.
And besides, you know how much hair that would have took to make a beard that looks like that? You would have had to go to like every barbershop in Chicago.
I mean, what would I do? Like, wear a Cy Robertson wig and then get a blow-up doll and name her Karen Sue?
Or you could just dress like Osama bin Laden and nobody would know the difference anyway. Just walk around with like a jug of dirt and some water.
Well, to be fair, Osama bin Laden wasn't addicted to cocaine and meth and didn't need
what I'm saying is you dress like Osama and then you just use a baseball cap instead of a turban. Instant Bill Bunting.
I didn't know Bill Bunting had a tan.
No, he's just got a weird beard.
Right.
You know, like one of those Arabic
tell
beards.
you what, Troy says harsher American, get arrested, then flex your mugshot. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. That's not how that works, Troy.
Now, we do know people that do like to flex mugshots for some reason. For some of the dumbest charges in the world. You know, like going to federal prison for party lines.
Yep.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
He's upset right now. His
We're talking about the same guy that showed up to a place that I wasn't even there.
He's upset right now because his messenger account is currently non-functioning.
Aww.
I'm surprised he didn't get into a car. He didn't crash into a police car that night. Knowing him, I thought he would have done something stupid like that after. Like, hey, Steve, and then it's got it.
I was hoping so, but apparently not.
Or he could have been like a typical Mustang driver and done a 360 in the parking lot and hit one of the light poles.
Yeah.
You know.
In front of the cop.
I told him that was a security car. He's like, no, that's Roswell PD. That's stupid.
Pardon my alarm that keeps going off in the front door. I had all that stuff turned off at one time, and the lights flashed the other day when I was at home, and now all of a sudden all of this crap is back on again.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
it's a power surge.
That's Baton Rouge for you.
Your cable A source. Poor cable A source.
Hey, yeah, tech support. I think something's wrong with my cable box.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
Just looking for Scott for buttons.
No. There's certain buttons I can't play tonight.
Oh, but that finger was wanting to.
Oh, yeah, I was hovering over it. I seen one that said angry midget, and I was like, no, that got too much profanity in it.
No,
Yep.
we're all live on the radio. I need some professionalism. I have to change this a bit.
Harsh and professionalism, that's funny. Our show is at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'll be there on time. 8:20, 8:30. Yeah. 8:35. Abdullah Al Fareed says, by the way, Steven was flexing knives on call when he was out at the museum.
Wow.
He's a great guy. Stand-up citizen, this guy.
I still don't know how he's still alive.
Burritos. Lots of burritos.
They give the testicular tube a hand job.
They had a butter burrito.
So they basically give the testicular tube a hand
That
job.
guy is the
and
only
shove the
guy I
finger
know of that will be like morbidly obese and still die of malnutrition.
Hey, he showed up to the museum parking lot hoping to get his testicular tube a hand job from a cop.
They give the testicular tube a hand job.
Would have been funny if he would have drove up on the cop thinking it was Jay.
No, and him, I'm surprised he didn't do that.
Oh.
Just like go window to window with him. So, Jay, oh God, no. What am I going to do? Hold on, let me tell you a story.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
So basically, they give a testicular tube a hand job and a finger in the butthole.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
The Bill Bunty documentary.
Out with Alabama's recipe for buttered sausage.
Let's talk about your cable A sword.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage.
Okay, we got to stop that.
We
can't do that anymore.
I think we're pushing a button.
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
He was crying on call saying Jay set him up with the feds.
Wait, who?
Landis.
The foot.
Yes.
I can't go back to the pen. I already went for one stupid reason. I can't do it again.
How did he even survive prison?
I don't understand how you went to prison. How do you go to prison in the 2000s? How do you go to prison in like the late 2000s, the last few years over a technology everybody stopped using in the 90s?
And how do you only get a 3-year sentence when you should have got about 17?
Well, that's not even I mean, the point is it's party lines. Party lines.
Well, it was
We're also talking about Landis, a guy who
of all the things you could go to prison for, party lines is not normally one of them.
Yeah, but you're talking about a guy in Stephen Landis who still looks and behaves like it's the 1990s. The guy looks like a 1990 serial killer.
The foot.
No, more like a late 80s.
Right.
He's kind of
late
like
80s, early 90s serial killer. That's what
kind of
Landis
like
looks
Wayne Gacy-ish. You know,
I was
that kind of
say
guy.
More Who was that one serial killer in Portland? That was like a truck driver. I'm trying to remember his name.
High-end hobo, don't go there, please. I'm not even reading that comment on the air.
Oh no.
We're leaving that comment alone. Harsh, I know you can see that comment. Do not read that comment.
I'm not reading that.
No. This guy would not equate to Ted Bundy at all.
No.
Like I said, more like Wayne Gacy, but dirtier, if that's possible. Like more fat, shorter, kind of Hobbit-like.
Well, John Wayne Gacy was like fat and short and Hobbit-like. He was just,
fat, short, and Hobbit.
He could see his.
Well, that's okay. Well, then, yeah, Steven's the same way. So
no, the only difference is John Wayne Gacy could actually see his dick.
Basically, a Brian Johnson. Yes, basically a Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't. What did the Green River Killer look like? Ian Hobo asked, Green River Killer in Seattle. What did he look like? I don't feel like Googling anything right now.
Green River Killer, 1980. He didn't wear glasses though until he got older. He was killing people before glasses.
No, he wears like the aviator style rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, the Chomo 3000s.
Right. The Ray-Ban Bants, not Ray-Bans.
Oh yeah, Landis looks like the happy face killer if like he ate himself. That's who Landis looks like.
That gives a bad name to cannibalism.
Well, in other news, I was told that John James was dying. And that he had also stole a car from Samantha or something to that effect.
Wait, Fatso's finally dying?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
But, to go to show you how much I think about it, I forgot who told me that. Karma catches up with you. We'll just say that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, when you looked at his photos when he was 29 years old, he looked like he was 50 something in those photos. He looked very unhealthy.
What are you looking for, Harsh?
No, I'm trying to figure. I remember Matt Kunanen was a serial killer. No, never mind. He wasn't the guy.
You're listening to CSHR Radio,
a Pelican media station.
Just like some of the pages, I can't even count them.
It's almost that time. It's almost 9 p.m. So Harsh is just going to stare at us awkwardly while we're waiting for him to take us out.
And this has been another edition of the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality. We thank Scott, Ryan, Christopher, Sepsis Sonnier for holding down the ones and twos. And, for setting up everything. We thank Hapi Cannabil for joining us. And we also thank Lajara Foncannon for joining us as well. This is Harsh Schmitz on the life is Harsh Schmitz living. And Matt Kunin and And Stephen Landis does look like a serial killer. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, sometimes you got to color outside the lines.
Watch out for him throwing up the random parking spots.
Play the Raccoonati film. Actually,